The latest moves come amid a standoff between the carmaker and South Korea after GM said it would shut its Gunsan assembly plant by the end of May and could leave the country entirely if concessions weren't made to stem widening losses. GM CEO Mary Barra has been ditching poor-performing business units worldwide and had warned its operations in South Korea were in dire need of a turnaround. Seeking support, GM Korea has accumulated debt of about $3 trillion, $2.8 billion, Hong said. The company needs to swap debt for equity as the size of the deficit means GM has to pay about $200 billion in interest every year, he said. While GM has yet to specify the amount of support the carmaker is seeking from the Korean government and state-run Korea Development Bank (KDB), it's expected to be about $500 billion, roughly the value of KDB's 17% stake in GM Korea, said Hong, a former head of the union at Daewoo Motors, GM Korea's predecessor. South Korea will carry out due diligence to assess whether the government will see returns if it injects funds into the company, Hong said. PwC's Korean affiliate Samil PwC has been appointed to carry out the due diligence, a KDB spokesperson said. GM's plan to normalize the business is focused on securing production volumes at its Korean plants, he said. GM has proposed manufacturing a new SUV at the Bupyeong plant and another model at the Changwon factory, according to Hong, who said he and other lawmakers met GM International chief Barry Engel on Tuesday. The government will review the possibility of other growth businesses for Gunsan after declaring the city an employment crisis area following GM's plant closure announcement, which will cut 2,000 jobs. GM Korea has 16,000 workers and 150,000 related jobs in the auto parts industry, Hong said. While there's still a chance of the carmaker pulling out of South Korea altogether, the government hasn't planned for that scenario yet, he said. We trust GM's pledge to revitalize the company and improve on the past, Bloomberg.